Hey friends! So it is Tuesday today and we are talking about comparing numbers. So yesterday we learned that when we are talking about comparing numbers and the first number we talk about or mention is biggest or largest, we say it is greater than the other number. Or if a number is smaller that comes first in what we are discussing or comparing, we say it is less than. If the two numbers we are discussing are the same, then they are equal to each other. Today we're going to use our base 10 blocks to continue comparing numbers. So let's see, and you can do this with me if you'd like to get some practice on building. If you need to get your blocks, you can press pause. Let's build the number 10 and the number 12. So for 10, I just need one 10, and for 12, I need one 10 and two ones. Okay, so when I'm comparing these numbers here, which one is greatest? Well, they both have one 10, so I need to look on to comparing the ones. 10 doesn't have any ones, and 12 has two ones. So this number is going to be the greatest because it has more ones than 10. So if this number is the greatest, if I use the word greater than, does this make sense? 10 is greater than 12. No, that doesn't work. So maybe I should try less than. 10 is less than 12. Does that work? Yes, 10 is less than 12. Remember how I told you too, when you're comparing numbers, if you're going to use the symbols, and we're going to really focus on using the symbols tomorrow, but we're still going to add them in today. When you're making the symbol for less than, remember the smaller number just gets one dot. So we'd have one dot here and two dots on this side and connect the dots. So you would need your symbol that goes this direction. This is your less than symbol. 10 is less than 12. Okay, let's try a different one. How about we build 1 and then, or no, how about 11 and then 1? 11 and 1. I guess I can move these down a little bit here. You can see better. 11 has one 10 and one 1, and 1 just has 1. Okay, find the greatest number. Which one is the greatest? Well, 11 has one 10 and 1 has 0 10s. Since 11 has a 10, it is automatically the greatest number, okay? It's a two-digit number. 1 is just a one-digit number. So 11 is the greatest, so can we say 11 is greater than 1? Yes, so we need the words greater than. 11 is greater than 1. To make our symbol, 11 would get our two dots and 1 would get the one dot, and connect the dots, we would need the symbol that looks like this. 11 is greater than 1. Okay, let's build another number. How about 2 and 11? Remember when I build like 11 or numbers that have two digits, your tens place goes on the left and the ones place goes on the right. 2 and 11. Let's compare these two. Are these equal? They both have 2. Are they equal? No, they're not equal because this number has a 10 and these are just two ones. So the number that has a 10 is going to be the greatest because 10s are always going to be greater than these ones here. So we have one 10 here, and then there's two ones and one 1. Even though there's only one 1 on this side and there's 2 over here, that does not mean it's the greatest. It's greater because it has this whole 10. And that means that it would have 10 of the ones plus this one here. So 11 is greater. Are we going to say since 11 is greater, like this, greater than? Well, look at how we read this. We read from left to right. This says 2 is greater than 11. Is that correct? No, 2 is not greater. It's smaller. So let's try the less than instead. 2 is less than 11. Does that work? Yes. So less than, remember, when you're making your symbol, the number that's greater gets its 2 dots and the smaller number gets 1. Connect the dots. Our symbol faces this direction. 2 is less than 11. Okay, let's do another one. Let's build 15 on this side. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And on the other side, let's build 15. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, let's compare these two numbers. So they both have a 10. So now let's look at the ones place and see if there's a difference in the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they have the same number of ones too. So since these numbers have the same tens and the same number of ones, they are equal to each other. 15 is equal to 15. So I would need my equal symbol. 15 is equal to 15. Okay? So it's really important when you're comparing numbers to always look at your tens place first and then move to your ones place to look and compare those to figure out which is greatest and which is least. Just like I was looking at my tens first and then I looked at my ones to compare. Okay? Tomorrow we're going to do some more comparing. See you then.